What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color, and welcome back to another episode of This Week in Physical Media, where we talk about every new Blu-ray and 4K release that's coming out this week. Coming out tomorrow, June the 18th, Blues Day, Tuesday. So run, don't walk to your nearest Amazon.com retailer and see if you can find any of these. Maybe you can find them at Walmart. I don't know. I never find anything at Walmart, but maybe you will. I wish you luck. Good luck on your quest. We shoot the show every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know the drill by now. If your first time is here, if this is your first time, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're happy to have you. Shoot this with a live audience every week and always have a good time doing it. And we'd love you to join us if you're catching this recording after the fact. Already got a good group of folks here. I'll go ahead and give some shout outs. Who do we got here? We got Kyle Hartman in the chat. Alden Tuttle is here. Jeffrey Patron, as always, popping in. Dan's Den, another regular here. Griff Redux. Griff, also known as one of my favorite characters from SSX3, one of the best games of all time. Although I don't know if it can beat SSX Tricky. Well, it's probably a better game technically, but I still got a soft spot for Tricky. I'll always like that one. Kevin House, I see American Fiction there in the background. Yeah, I was surprised that we hadn't got that on physical yet. I swear we did, but I guess we haven't. We're going to talk about it in just a minute. No spoilers, Kevin. No spoilers. Griff says, just got in my Vinegar Syndrome sale order. Excited to give Riddle a fire watch soon. Dude, congratulations, but I haven't even got a notification that mine is shipped yet. So I have no idea where mine is. Mine is lost somewhere. Hopefully they get that to me soon because I want to watch those movies. Internet user says, yo. I should start using that more. Michael Smith, did you start early? I did not start early. Started right at 9 a.m. According to my laptop, unless my laptop's off. Or maybe your laptop's off, sir. Don't come in here accusing me of starting early. Dan's Den, have you been working out, DJ? No, I have not been working out. Actually, have not been working out at all. I need to get back into it. The pandemic really messed me up, dude. Like, ever since then, I haven't been able to get in shape. But no, I've just been at the pool today. Just got back from the pool with the kids. We've been at the pool pretty much every day after work. They have been loving it. They are learning how to swim. They are 5 and 3, but they are loving just jumping in and with no regard for their life. And I have to dive in and save them a lot of times, but it's a lot of fun. Griff says, I try not to order from Amazon, but do once in a while. Yeah. I try to order from, the boutique labels themselves when you can, but every once in a while you gotta pay a little tax to the dreaded Amazon overlords. Sam Fett is here. Henry Bidenkamp. Good evening, everyone. What a lineup from Criterion today for September. Oh, yeah. So speaking of the September releases, I actually happened to be in a Barnes & Noble today with my good friend John, who is been on the channel a lot, fellow movie lover, and I was meeting him there to return some movies to him. While we were back there checking out the Criterion section, they announced it. The announcement came right in, and we shot a little video right there at the store. So that is already edited, and I will try to get that up as soon as I can. Probably first thing in the morning, because I still have to make a thumbnail, but stay tuned for that. We just did a little reaction video to the announcement. Happy Optimus is here. Hi, everyone. New here, Prince from the Philippines. Hey, welcome to the stream. Look at that, we got a new person. Well, you're always welcome to join us. We always have a good time with this. Let's go ahead and jump into the new releases here. We've got people still filing in. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves for a minute as I go into the first row here of new releases. Blu-ray.com. First up, we got a banger right here off the top. Chinatown 4K and The Two Jakes. Is that 2 movies for the price of 1? Look at that. Well, $35. You be the judge if that's a price of 1 or a price of 2, because that's pretty steep. And that's actually on sale. $40 retail. These Paramount Presents are pretty steep. $40 is kind of nuts for what you get. All you get is a little slipcover, I guess. But there it is. That's what the cover looks like. Jack Nicholson right there on the front. Great movie. Have seen this one. There's I do like that. The slipcover opens up and you get the whole poster right there, which is kind of cool. They've got reversible artwork on the inside. And 2 discs. 2 discs. Each movie gets its own disc. So this one's probably a good deal. $40 for 2 movies is probably a good deal. But normally they're $40 and it's just 1 movie, which is a little steep for my taste. But this is nice. This is nice. You get a slipcover. This is spine number 45. Paramount Presents is already up to 45. That blows my mind. Every time we look at one of these, I'm always surprised by how far we are. If you haven't seen Chinatown yet, highly recommend it. Very, very good crime drama. Little neo-noir almost. Although I wouldn't, it's kind of noir. It probably is. It's not a neo-noir. Neo-noirs are a little bit different, I think. This is more classic noir-y, but here it is. I've got the old Blu-ray. Look at the slipcover. Holy, look at that. Man, why don't we do slipcovers like this anymore? This is crazy. I found this for super cheap at like a secondhand store a long time ago. Spoiler alert there. He hurts his nose in the film. But yeah, look at that. Top 100 movie of all time, according to the American Film Institute. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to upgrade to the 4K. I think this one is good enough for me. I'm sure it looks great. I just don't know if I need it in my collection. I do have the Blu-ray, which I'm very happy with. But that's very cool. If you haven't bought that one yet, go ahead and grab the Paramount Presents 4K restoration. It also comes with the Blu-ray, so 4K and Blu-ray combo pack there. And I'm sure there's a little bit of special features on the disc as well. But very exciting, very exciting. Paramount Presents. That is a great, solid line, kind of a studio boutique line, similar to Warner Archive, although they put a little more effort into the packaging and stuff. Next up, another 4K release. Lots of 4Ks to talk about this week. We've got RoboCop 2 getting a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray combo pack from Shout Factory. Shout Factory coming in strong this week. This is the 1990 sequel to the classic RoboCop film. Here it is. There you go. Not too much to write home about on the cover. You just got a close-up picture of his mug, but what are you going to do? That's all you need, really. And we'll do anything else? Nope. We just got 3 pictures of the same shot. But anyway, if you've seen RoboCop, you know what you're getting. I've heard this one is not as great as the original, but I do know it has its cult following, which makes perfect sense coming out from Shout Factory. And it looks pretty cool. Looks like a pretty good restoration, according to the star ratings here on Blu-ray.com. So there you go. RoboCop 2, a lot of people will be excited about that. And then, less so, I assume there'll be less people excited about this, if any. RoboCop 4K, the 2014 remake. That was way back in 2014 already. That seems like it just happened. So yeah, this is the remake. I don't know. I don't know if it is a remake or if it's a reboot. I mean, I know I just don't know how similar it is to the original. I know it's not in the same continuity, but yeah, there you go. You got Michael Keaton in this one, some dude in the black RoboCop suit, and then you got Samuel L. Jackson making an appearance. So yeah, there's the sequel. If you're a RoboCop completionist, you now have 3 of them on 4K, which is pretty cool. It's crazy to me that Shout Factory is already giving like these cult classic treatments to a movie that was just out in 2014. Crazy. But there you go. If you want it, if you prefer your RoboCop with visible hands, if you like to see his hands, there you go. There you go. He's got like the Superman no glove cuff thing going on. There you go. RoboCop 2014. Tell your friends. And then also one more here on the top. We got a Criterion release coming out. 2 Criterions to talk about this week. We'll start here with Bound getting a 4K and Blu-ray combo pack. That was the news today. So many 4Ks. Criterion's going all in on the 4Ks. Here's another one, no exception. 1996's Bound, an erotic film noir heist thriller crime drama. Look at that. Put that on the poster. Everything you want right there. Sounds pretty good. Looks pretty, enticing there. Look at that. You've got lips. You've got, whatever that is. I don't know. Some kind of abstract art piece down there at the bottom. Looks cool. Looks cool. Criterion putting out what the people want. And then they've also got another Criterion release, which I'm going to go ahead and jump to because I want to keep those together. Keep those together because we are just a couple weeks out from the 50% off sale. And I'm super excited. I can't wait. Maybe I'll be picking up one of these. Maybe you'll be picking up some of these releases. Victims of Sin getting a Blu-ray release from 1951, all the way back to 1951. It's another film noir. This is a foreign film noir, though, and it is a musical. Oh, whoa. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Foreign drama, film noir, musical, crime. Look at that. Foreign film noir, musical, crime drama. What a crazy combination of adjectives. Reading the description here a little bit. Sounds interesting. Violetta, a cabaret performer, adopts the abandoned child of Rita and Rodolfo, her murderous pimp. Never said that word on this channel yet. Motherhood forces Violetta to give up her career, but the kind-hearted club owner, Santiago, saves her from a life of poverty and prostitution until Rodolfo, freed from prison, seeks to reclaim his son. Very cool. Sounds very cool. I love me some good film noir. Been getting more and more into it the last couple years. And there is yet another one from Criterion Collection. So two good-looking films coming out from Criterion Collection. The first one was a 4K, and the second one is a Blu-ray. So they're covering all their bases there. There you go. Let me know in the chat and in the comments which one you are most excited about. And speaking of the chat, let's go ahead and see what people are saying over here. What are you talking about in the chat? Oh, I'm way behind here. Let me scroll back up. Edgar Gonzalez, can't stay long, but dropping a like and we'll catch the replay. Hopefully your Vincent order comes soon. Mine arrived this weekend. What happened, man? Everyone's getting their stuff. I've just been forgotten. I don't know what's going on. I gotta maybe check with customer service because I haven't even got a notification that shipped yet. Do you guys get an email when it shipped? I don't know. This is my first time ordering from Vincent, so I'm a little new here. But thanks for popping in. Thanks for the like. Always appreciate it. Helps a lot. Zunnoetics. I love up in Canada. Wish they would open a Barnes & Noble up here to take advantage of the Criterion sale. I wish, man. Hopefully someday you can make it down here. Ours are looking slimmer and slimmer every year, so who knows how much longer we'll have it either. Posty's here. Welcome to the chat, Posty. Always good to have you. Internet user says, I'll 100% be getting Happiness at some point. He's talking about the new releases that were just announced today from Criterion. Dan Stan says the Two Jakes was meant to conclude with a trilogy, but it bombed. And that was that. Oh, that's a bummer. I've not seen the Two Jakes. I've only seen the first one. Posty says $40 for one movie is expensive, but this is Chinatown. So a ringing endorsement from Posty. I second that. Happy Optimist. I just watched my first Criterion, Blood Simple. Magnificent film. I've not seen that one yet, but welcome to the Criterion Collective or the Criterion Cult or whatever you want to call it. We're a bunch of crazies who are very obsessed with film. And yeah, I can't wait for you to explore all the other Criterion films that you're going to watch. I got to check out Blood Simple soon. That might be one I need to pick up because we've been watching a lot of Coen Brothers recently, and that is one we have not seen yet. Griff says that slip for Chinatown is wild. The colors, man. LOL. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I can't even, it's like a holographic Pokemon card. What else do we got? Dan's Den. RoboCop 2 is frustrating. A lot of great elements there that don't combine to an overall satisfying product, but I still enjoyed it. Interesting. Griff says if I have an account on Blu-ray.com, you can turn off ads, pop-ups, just an FYI. Ooh, interesting. I might need to try that because it's really annoying. And I have an account on there. I don't pay for an account, but I do have an account. Maybe I need to pay for it though. What else do we got? Anybody else got anything in the chat, or should I jump back? Internet user says he highly recommends checking out Bound. Dan's Dan also says Bound, so good. I watched Love Lies Bleeding a few months ago, and I was reminded of that film. I missed Love Lies Bleeding last year, but that's a cool connection there. Lots of people saying Bound is great. Bound is great. Everybody loves Bound. Bailey Walsh, Bound is one of the few titles I'm for sure getting during the sales. Posty loves Bound. The best Wachowski movie in my opinion. I'm picking that and Victims of Sin up next month. So yeah, lots of love for these Criterion releases. I'm very happy that people are loving that because sometimes the internet can be a dark and upsetting, sad place, and everyone always seems to be complaining and saying, "Oh, weak month, pass." But it sounds like my audience is a little more, I don't know. I like to think of them as a little more evolved humans that like to, try new things, even if they haven't heard of them. American Gigolo is getting a 4K release from Arrow Video, leaving Criterion and Shout Factory, going over to Arrow Video. This is a 4K Ultra HD release, and you know what that means? You're getting a limited edition thick slip box, which we love around this channel. We love slip boxes. We love booklets. Look at that. Thick booklet, disc, art cards. Take them or leave them, but they're included. And then you also get a nice little poster, probably double-sided. Yes, double-sided poster for American Gigolo. There you go. All the American Gigolo goodness you could want. Look at that. Look at that. Shirtless photos of the guy right there. Who's that? I can't tell who it is. I know it is. What is his name? Oh, He's the guy. Richard Gere. That's who it was. Richard Gere. This is directed by Paul Schrader. Paul Schrader directed film. Another crime drama. We have talked about nothing but crime dramas this evening. So it seems like that's the theme we're going with for this week. This is a 1980 film directed by Paul Schrader, and you know what it is. That is the limited edition slip box version. There is also, I believe, a standard version. Yeah, here's the standard 4K. Oh, no, it's not. Excuse me. This is just another version. We've got 2 different slipbox versions. There it is. You got the same art cards, the same booklet, and different poster and different artwork on the front. There you go. You know what would be kind of cool? This is a little side note for Arrow. It'd be kind of cool if the poster was the other artwork. And then, so you got both art. You didn't have to buy both of them. I guess they want you to buy both of them now. But yeah, slipbox, one of the artworks, and then the other artwork on the custom artwork on the inside of the other poster. That'd be cool. Then you can get both. Best of both worlds. But no, they probably want you to buy both of them. I'm not thinking smart. I'm not thinking retail savvy. Prison Walls is coming out from Eureka Entertainment. I got the email from Eureka earlier this week that this just dropped. This is Prison Walls 1, 2, and 3. 3 movies for $60, although it is on sale on Amazon right now for $45, although you can probably get it from Eureka Entertainment, the website. I'd recommend supporting them instead. But this is an action crime movie. I'm assuming it's a Hong Kong action movie. I don't know for sure, but there you go. You've got 3, count them, 3 action films. I don't think it's martial arts. I think it's just, maybe there's a little martial arts. He does have a sword, but it looks more just like a straight up action film in the Masters of Cinema series from Eureka. Very, very cool. 3 films for $45. You can't beat it. That's a pretty good price. Good job, Eureka. And I believe those are available in the US now. I think they're making all their releases available in both US and UK. Then moving on to Sony Pictures, known for their great releases and their great restoration. Specifically, this is not a 4K release, but it is a Blu-ray of Shotgun Stories from 2007, a more recent release. Another drama/thriller. Look at that. I have not heard of this film at all, but I know a Michael Shannon when I see him, and there he is, right there. This reminds me of that Michael Shannon movie he did with Andrew Garfield. You ever see that one? Holmes, I think it's just called Holmes or something like that. Pretty good. I liked it quite a bit. But here we go. We've got Shotgun Stories, a nice little short 92-minute thriller with Michael Shannon. Sounds fun. And then last one in this row, and I'll jump back to you guys. Mars Express from Shout Factory. Another Shout Factory release. 2023, brand new film from Shout Factory. Mars Express. This is coming through G Kids. I love G Kids. I'm a very big fan of those. I love all the stuff they put out. Don't think I'll be showing this one to the kiddos, though. This looks like an older G Kids release. What else? What is this about? This is a film noir. I'm telling you, we can't do anything else. All we're making is film noirs. This is an animated film noir, thriller, sci-fi, and crime. So you throw in sci-fi, but other than that, it fits right into this month's theme. An animated crime film from G Kids. Very cool. I'm assuming it's from Japan. Oh no, it says, wait, maybe. I can't tell. There are English and Spanish subtitles, but it looks like it's in the anime style. But there you go. I have not heard of that at all, but let me know if you've heard of Mars Express. And I'll jump back and see what people are saying in the chat over here. What do we got? Let's see. Oh, Bailey Walsh says, I also haven't received a shipping notification yet from Vinegar Syndrome. So, okay. That makes me feel a little better. Maybe I'm not the only one. And also Michael Smith chimes in. Good. Did you guys buy Def Crocodile stuff and like partner label stuff? Maybe that's what the holdup is. Maybe it's because I bought partner label stuff. Slipmaker, I mentioned in an earlier live of yours that there was speculation Universal would do a Quiet Place haunted house for Halloween, which we both considered ridiculous. Well, they just announced they are. Well, there we go. If it's ridiculous, it might just happen. I don't know what that would be like. I guess can it be because you can't keep people silent. I don't know. I want to see footage of that. WI Watch Guy, hello and happy Father's Day. I was shocked to see a movie I want in 4K Blu-ray on Kino Lorber. Curious when the best time to find a sale with them. Black Friday? Best prices for 4K. Okay, that was a lot of questions, and I was kind of just reading it without focusing on individual questions. Thank you for Happy Father's Day. We had a great time. We went to a video, like an arcade bar, like a barcade around here. Took the kids during the day, and it's only $15 for all day. They got pinball machines, all the classic arcade games. We had a great time. We were there for like 4 hours. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I really like that place. It's called the Blue Ghost if you're ever in the area. And then he says, curious when the best time to find a sale with them is. Kino Lorber? Kino Lorber's having a 50% off sale right now, sir, with Barnes & Noble. So go to barnesandnoble.com and you can order any of the Kino Lorbers are on sale right now for 50% off. I saw stuff on there for like $12. It was crazy. Unfortunately, my Barnes & Nobles don't have any Kino Lorbers in store, so you're going to have to go online. Maybe yours does, though. Maybe you could check in store. Dan's Den, American Gigolo. Not a great film, but definitely a great mood piece. Okay, there you go. Maybe turn the sound down, or I guess you don't have like a soundtrack version. I wish we would get that with like every movie. I wish we would get just the score version. That could be very cool. Slipmaker, the title American Gigolo reminds me of American Fiction, which I watched on your recommendation last week with my wife, and we both adored. Hey! Well, don't look now, sir, but we might be talking about American Fiction here in just a little bit. It is a great movie, and we might finally be getting a physical release of it here. Internet user says Richard Gere also stars in Days of Heaven and Pretty Woman. I did see Pretty Woman. That was one for sure that my wife made sure I had to see whenever we started dating. She had to catch me up on all the rom-coms that I missed. What else do we got here? Dan's Den, 99 Homes, and Ethan Edwards, right at the same time. Yes, 99 Homes. That's the one I was talking about. I go for a good Andrew Garfield film. And I gotta see the one on the lake. What's that movie on the lake? Shadow of the Lake? Something on the lake? There's some kind of lake that Andrew Garfield's on. And I hear mixed things about it. I hear some people hate it, some people love it. So I gotta check that one out. Dan's Den says, Shotgun Stories, just watched Jeff Nichols take Shelter again, but still have yet to see his debut. Okay. Alden Tuttle popped back in. Something I've always wanted was a Beverly Hills crossover between the cop, the ninja, and the chihuahuas. That's amazing. But you're spoiling stuff. We haven't got to Beverly Hills Ninja yet. We'll go over there right now. Let's go over right now. Let's do it, because he already mentioned it. The next one here is Beverly Hills Ninja. I totally support the shared universe that he is putting down, because that sounds amazing. But this is Ninja. I think we already got a Beverly Hills Cop release just a couple months ago, and now we've got the Ninja. We're making our way through. Hold your breath for the Beverly Hills Chihuahua trilogy on 4K, coming to an Amazon near you. This is Chris Farley, Beverly Hills Ninja, Master of Disaster. I remember this being advertised when I was a kid. I was like 5 when this came out, but if you don't know, my parents are martial artists. They've had a martial arts studio my entire life, so I was always in there, and they always bought us like martial arts kids movies as a kid. Big fan of the Three Ninjas movies. Big fan of Sidekicks. Whew, what a great movie Sidekicks is. And all that stuff as a kid. You got Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. It was sweeping the nation in the 90s. We had all the kids beating up adults. Nothing comes close to the 7 Lucky Stars, 7 Lucky Ninja Kids, as it was called here in America, is a Japanese film that I had a dub of as a kid. It's absolutely bonkers, crazy Japanese movie where the kids are beating up adults left and right, beating up mobsters. It was great. Everybody check that film out. It's very, very hard to find. But anyway, Beverly Hills Ninja, 1995 comedy action film. Everybody knows what this is. Chris Farley, you know what you're getting. $26 on Amazon right now. Not bad. Just your standard bare bones Blu-ray for this movie. But if it's one of your favorites, if you love this classic comedy, you got to get it on Blu-ray. I've never seen it, but I probably should. Check it out. And then, right on theme with that, we've got The Karate Kid getting a solo 4K release. This is a re-release. I actually have the original here. The box set, which is crazy. This was only like $30 at Best Buy. So all 3 films with their own little slipcovers on the inside. Look at that. I love this release. I think I did a video on it when it first came out, but you've got some artwork on the front. The back looks like a boutique release. Look at this. Lovely, thick, hard box set. All 3 films in here all have their own 4K slipcovers. 1, 2, and 3. Very, very cool. I like this a lot. No Next Karate Kid, unfortunately, which I actually grew up with that movie. Hilary Swank, all the way. The bowling scene. Don't step on a cockroach. But here we go. This is an excellent release. So I don't need to buy the re-releases. But if you missed out on this and you want to get those 4Ks, this is I'd say this is a pretty good follow-up to that. Look at that. We've got, and I think there is a slipcover for this too as well. Yeah, so they've re-released the slips, but I like this. Look at this kind of distressed style on the slipcover. It's made to look like the original poster. It's even got this is really cool. I really like this. So if I didn't get that, I would definitely be picking this up. You've got the original poster here with all the names and the soundtrack and everything at the bottom. And then you've got kind of a home video. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it's getting cut off on my screen. Let me move this over. Look at that. It's got like little home video logos on the side, so it's made to look kind of like a VHS cover, like a crumple. You know how those VHS cardboards got all distressed and crumpled and wrinkled over the years. So it's got little rips in it. It's got scratches on the front. I really like this. I think the style's really cool. I think if they did this with a couple of their other films, I would definitely pick them up. Who is this from? It's from Columbia Pictures. You got the old Columbia Pictures logo right there. This is very cool. This is like the packaging equivalent of the Holdovers, basically. We still got the banner at the top, but it is kind of made to look like a classic border instead. It's very cool. I'm happy with this all the way around, and I'm sure it's the same disc that is in this case, which looks great. Very happy with this. So I'm assuming down the line we'll get volume 2 and 3, but everybody knows what Karate Kid is. I don't need to talk about this. The lesser of the two films that when compared to Sidekicks, but you know, what are you going to do? Not everything can be a masterpiece. Then we've got American Fiction right here, finishing out the row. Well, we've already talked about it. I saw this in theaters last year, one of my favorite films of the year. Really enjoyed it. Probably made my top 10 of last year. I think so. But there it is, and it looks like it has a slipcover. I can't really tell, but Blu-ray and digital, no DVD on this one, no 4K, but it is nice that we're getting it because it's not always a guarantee that you're even going to get a physical release for this. I still want May, December. I still want a couple of movies from last year, but here we go. American Fiction is getting a release. A lot of you have probably already seen this film. I spoke very highly of it when it came out. It's a comedy slash drama slash kind of meta. I don't want to give too much away about it. Just watch it. It's great. It's really good. And I think it's a debut feature. I think that was his first film, which is very impressive. Can't wait to see what that guy does next. Let's go over here and see what people are saying. Dance Dan. Beverly Hills Ninja has the story of Chris Farley seeing a screening and feeling embarrassed. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's not good. Gus is here. Gus popping in. Thanks for popping in. Always great to have you guys here. We got a pretty good crowd this evening. Hope you guys are having a good night. Let's go ahead and get through the rest of these releases. Kevin House, anybody else here like the HBO limited series Mayor of Easttown? Ooh, I'm actually familiar with that with Kate Winslet. I just picked it up at Barnes & Noble because they had a good deal on it, and I loved it. I saw like the first episode of that. Grace was watching it. And when your spouse is watching something and you're in the same house as them, you usually catch most of it. So I think I was in the same room while she was watching that. I think I saw maybe the first episode of that, but I didn't finish it, but I know she did. I think she really enjoyed it. Dan's Den says Robin Shou of Mortal Kombat fame is an unfortunate butt monkey in that film. I don't know what that term means. It's the first time I've heard that term. But yeah, I remember him being in that. I saw the trailer a bunch. Some VHS I had the trailer for Beverly Hills Cop on it, and I remember seeing him in there. He's like the good martial arts guy, and then Chris Farley's the other guy. Gus says the Karate Kid 4K re-release has a 30-minute of never-released deleted scenes and audio commentary with the creators of Cobra Kai. Of course it does. Of course they're going to put something on there to make me double dip. Bastards. But anyway, that's really cool. I'm sure that's the diehard fans are going to love that. Posty, I really like that desaturated blue, pink, yellow color scheme they used for American Fiction. Hey, yeah, that's that. I look at that. Usually I'm the one who's commenting on the poster, but yeah, I like that too. Slipmaker, would you love to see Jeffrey Wright in more roles? I first knew him as a very sinister villain in Boardwalk Empire, and he has had a lot of contrasting roles since. Yeah, he is amazing. He's one of my favorites. Just that voice, man. Just that voice is iconic. I think the first thing I saw him in, I don't know. I don't know what the first thing was. But recently, he's obviously in The Batman, which I liked a lot. He's great in that. And then I also saw him in one of my favorite films, The French Dispatch. French Dispatch from Wes Anderson. He's got a wonderful role in that as well. He's hilarious. Alden Tuttle. I watched Beverly Hills Ninja as a kid and probably shouldn't have. It's definitely 1990s PG-13. Oh, wow. Interesting. What a tease. Let's see. Internet user, hopefully May, December gets a release from Criterion since the director Todd Haynes and Charles Melton were in the Criterion closet. Yes, that's exactly right. We were actually talking about Todd Haynes today with John when we were in the Criterion collection, and they already have a relationship with Todd Haynes because they've done some of his other films. So yeah, I'm hoping for May, December. That seems like a good fit with Criterion. All right, let's see what else is coming out this week. I think we've covered the big ones, but don't go anywhere because we've got lots more to talk about here. There is a, where are we here on this list? Obsession from 1949. Jumping over to another boutique label that we don't get to talk about enough on this show. This is Obsession from Indicator. Love Indicator. Big fan of Indicator. Love their releases. This is a limited edition, limited to 4,000 copies, a Blu-ray of Obsession. Another film noir crime thriller, of course. I swear they all get together. Like they have some kind of Illuminati meeting where they all decide what movies they're putting out which month to manipulate our minds. This is Dr. Clive Riordan plans a devilish revenge against his wife's lover. Simple, short, and sweet synopsis there. There we go. Another film noir from Indicator. Indicator has got so many film noirs. They've got those film noir box sets, those volume 1, 2, 3. I think they're up to like 5 now. I would love to get them, but they're limited. They're out of print, and they go for a lot of money. They go for at least $100 each, or more. But this is not included in one of those box sets. This is just a limited edition by itself from Indicator. Very cool. 96 minutes. You got to love those short and sweet, in and out film noirs right at 90 minutes. And then another one from Sony Pictures. We've got The Burglars getting a Blu-ray release. This looks like a French film. One movie with 2 different cuts. And of course, because it's this week, foreign thriller, crime, and action. Those are the genres listed here. Not familiar with The Burglars, but it looks very 70s. Yes, 1971. Look at that poster. Very cool. Sony Pictures putting out lots of things, lots of different things, but they're all crime thrillers this month. And there we go. We got all the way from 1973. So we've got 50s, 70s, a little bit of 90s, more modern stuff, all kinds of stuff coming out this week. This is a great week. And another one from Sony Pictures. This one, very different, a Western comedy called Cat Ballou. Cat Ballou. What in the world is this about? A prim schoolteacher turns outlaw queen when the railroad steals her land. Comedy? This seems a very dark comedy, I assume. There you go. Cat Ballou, Columbia Color, starring Jane Fonda, Lee Marvin, Michael Callan, Dwayne McMahon, and Nat King Cole. Wow, okay. Cool. There you go. A very sparse poster. Sparse. It's like a look and find, but without everything filled in. It's just the things that you have to find. There, and then the artwork up at the top. Very interesting poster. Jane Fonda there on the spine. You know, you can't complain. It looks like a fun watch. A musical. Too bad we missed it in Musical May. Next up, from Arrow, another release from Arrow Video. We got Battles Without Honor and Humanity, the Complete Collection Blu-ray. Standard Edition, Battles Without Honor and Humanity, Hiroshima Deathmatch, Proxy War, Police Tactics, and Final Episode. So a 5-movie pack from Arrow Video, 1973 to 1974. Wow, only 2 years, but they cranked out 5 films. Very impressive. This is Kinji Fukasaku, which I probably just butchered, but the Complete Collection. Very cool. Very cool. I love these box sets, especially Arrow Video. They put out some pretty solid box sets. Of course, they are foreign drama, crime, action films. And there you go. I'm assuming these are Japanese. So a Japanese 5-pack of crime films. Look at the covers there. Individual covers look great. They got this red color scheme going all the way through. Each film gets its own case. Maybe not. Maybe they don't. But they're showing the artworks there on the side. I'm not sure exactly what the box set looks like. I've got no cover for that. But it's $100 normally. Amazon's putting it out for $55 right now. They're really trying to undercut Arrow Video, which I don't like. I don't like them trying to put Arrow out of business. So maybe don't support Amazon. Maybe wait for an Arrow sale and buy it directly from them. Then Kino Lorber finally enters the chat. We haven't talked about Kino Lorber the whole time. But speaking of film noir, of course, they're dropping a film noir box set. This is, what are we on here? 10, we're on 19. Wow. 19 of these film noir box sets. If anyone's out there that has all 19 of these, please let us know in the chat, because that would be amazing. How many film noirs are in this? 3. I think they do 3 each time. 1, 2, 3. There's the cover of that one. The Dark Side of Cinema, number 19. Very cool. I love these box sets. 3 films in each one. Each film gets its own individual case. Really like these. The movies in here are Dark City, No Man of Her Own, and Beware My Lovely from 1950 to 1952. 3 films for $50 from Kino Lorber. And that, I'm not sure if that's going to be included in the 50% off sale this month for Kino Lorber. It probably is. So you might be able to get that for pretty cheap. And then, of course, we've got Bound in just the Blu-ray edition, not the 4K. But we've got one more here from Indicator, The Shop at Sly Corner. a 1947 drama film. Like I said, this is from Indicator. It is also a limited edition. So that means it will include a booklet. Their limited editions always include a booklet, which I love. The Shop at Sly Corner, starring all of these British folk that I am not familiar with, but interesting. Just a straight up drama. I don't know what it's about. Dessouhais is the French-born owner of an antique shop on Sly Corner who bears a grudge against society. His imprisonment and torture on Devil's Island has left the scars of repeated whippings down his back. With little care for the authorities, Hay has allowed his shop to become a center of criminal activity. There's the crime. And has a secret career as a receiver of stolen goods. His beloved daughter Margaret knows nothing of her father's criminal activities, but when the antique shop's assistant discovers the trade in stolen goods, he blackmails Hess, and desperate to keep his criminal activities a secret from his daughter, he decides to silence his blackmailer. More crime. So I think it fits perfectly in with this theme. 1947, going way back on that one. That's very cool. I love 30s and 40s films. And then we've got two more indicators. Lots of indicator releases this month. I'll go ahead and talk to the chat for a little bit because we've got some time to kill. Thank you guys so much for joining me this evening. It's been a fun show so far, and we've covered a lot of ground. Lots of stuff coming out this week. I initially thought it was a lighter week, but it's a lot of heavy hitters. What else are people saying in the chat? Watch Guy watched Gorky Park last night. Pretty good film. Would love a modern remake. Maybe it's my love for Dragon Tattoo, but would love to see Fincher do it. Interesting. Dan Zen says Obsession is sometimes known as The Hidden Room. Stars the guy who played Long John Silver in Disney's Treasure Planet. Oh, I don't know how you come up with these little fun facts, but that was very impressive. Posty says Obsession is great. I think it was released in the US as The Hidden Room. Yes, confirmation, because that's what I know it as. Okay, so both of you guys knew that film as a different name. Internet user says Wright was in a film from 1999 called Ride with the Devil, and it has a Criterion release. Very cool. I didn't know he was in the Criterion collection. Dan's Den says Cat Ballou won Lee Marvin an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. Strange film in many ways. Interesting. And Bailey Walsh says it's fun. I watched it a few years ago, going through the Jane Fonda collection on the Criterion collection, which overall was great. Posty, The Battles Without Honor and Humanity is a re-release. I'm missing one of them, so hopefully they sell them individually. Okay, interesting. And then Griff says, confirms that Kino's big summer sale is starting on the 27th. I'm looking forward to it. Yes. So make sure, if you were the person who left a question earlier about how you can get some Kino Lorber films on sale, this is the time. This is now the time. What else do we got here? Gus! Oh my goodness, I have all of them. Up to 16 of those film noir sets. I get them during the sales. Wow, so you're almost there. You've already got 16 of them. You're only 3 behind. That's very, very impressive. I would love to see a picture of that. That must look insane on the shelf. And then Henry Bidenkamp says that he has all 18 of the Kino Lorber film box sets. That is very, very fair. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm going broke just by buying the things I do. But you guys are like completionists over here with Kino Lorber and Criterion. Tomorrow We Live is getting a Blu-ray release from Indicator. This is a romantic drama / thriller. Looks like a little bit of a war movie here. Another limited edition to 4,000 copies and another 40s movie. So 2 40s movies coming out from Indicator this week. This one from 1942. A mayor's daughter poses as collaborator to help British agent escape to England with vital information to help the Allied war effort. So there we go. We've got a war film there, a thriller. The artwork looks great on the front. Directed by George King. I love that artwork. That's actually really cool. He looks kind of like aged Tom Holland, whoever this guy is. But very cool. Very cool. Tomorrow We Live. Getting a Blu-ray release. Gotta love Indicator for putting out so many things that nobody else is touching. Then we've got... I don't know how to say that. It's completely tongue-tied. But this is an Oscilloscope Pictures release. I thought it was Oscilloscope Laboratories. Why is it called Oscilloscope Pictures here? Maybe that's their studio name. But this is Piaf, a film by Anne Oren from Oscilloscope. This is a very recent film, 2022. It looks like she has a tail coming out of her backside. So is this like a modern day, Greco-Roman mythology type thing? This looks fascinating. When her sister suffers a nervous breakdown, introvert Eva is forced to take on Zara's job as a Foley artist. She struggles to create sounds for commercial featuring a horse when a horse tail starts growing out of her body. Empowered by her tail, she lures a botanist into an affair with a game of submission. Wow. This may be a companion piece to, I can never remember the name of that film. The horse movie, you know what I'm talking about. The horse movie that came out like 5 years ago now. Very, very hard to remember title. I don't know why I can never remember that. It's kind of a spoiler that there's horses in it though, so maybe I shouldn't say it anyway. Nowhere Special is getting a 2020 film release from Cohen Media Group. Cohen Media Group, the unsung heroes that we only ever talk about, very sparsely on this channel, but I have a couple releases from them and I'm very happy with them. You can buy them through Kino Lorber. They're probably included in the sale this month. But yeah, this is a modern film. They put out a lot of modern films from Cohen Media Group. 2020, nice little 96-minute film. A little independent film. Looks great. Looks charming. Look at this. You've got this little cute little kid holding his hands exactly like this guy who is probably a gruff, scruffy, rough around the edges role model that learns to love this kid. This is just a straight-up drama. It's inspired by true events. And it features James Norton as a 35-year-old window cleaner, John, who has dedicated his life to bringing up his son. Interesting. It's like a modern-day The Kid with Charlie Chaplin. I like it. I love it. I love father-son movies. And I haven't seen that one or even heard of it. So that's pretty cool. Let's wrap up the last couple ones we got here. We got The Phantom of the Monastery from Indicator. This is a standard edition, so I'm assuming this got a limited edition beforehand, and now we have gotten the standard edition. 1934, Phantom of the Monastery, a foreign horror drama mystery. This is in Spanish. This is a Spanish language film, and we're getting a standard release. So if you missed the limited edition, you got a second chance here. No booklet probably included with this one, but at least you get the film in a nice Indicator case. There you go, Phantom of the Monastery. And then anything else here? A couple left. We got Bolero, not the song, but the film, Metro Golden Mare film from 1984, a romantic comedy from 1984. Starring Bo Derek. Wow, fascinating. There you go. We got a romantic comedy. We got one romantic comedy on the list. 1,000 crime thrillers and one romantic comedy from 1984. Coming out from Metro Golden Mare, which we don't talk about barely ever, but they put out some things every now and then. Then from 1920, from Kino Lorber Classics, we've got Anna Boleyn, which is a silent film, which I always love. 1920, the story of the ill-fated second wife of the English King Henry VIII, whose marriage to the Henry, why does it say to the Henry, led to momentous political and religious turmoil in England. Interesting. Very interesting. I love me some historical epics, especially in the silent era. And you can't beat $15 right now for the Kino Classics. I'll blow up the artwork there so you can see it. Oh, hold the phone. It's an Ernst Lubitsch film. It is a part of the Ernst Lubitsch collection. Well, I have to have this. I actually just bought an Ernst Lubitsch film. It's back there. I haven't shown it off yet. I'm going to do an update video here in the near future, checking off all the things I've been picking up recently, but I just haven't had time yet. There's a lot of stuff going on. July is going to be a crazy month because we got the Criterion sale, all kinds of things happening. Lots of videos coming soon, but hopefully I can squeeze that one in to show you guys what I've been picking up lately. But I don't have that one. That's another Ernst Lubitsch I need to get my hands on. Another Metro Golden Mare film, The Boost from 1988. Another romance film. This one a little bit more serious, a romance drama from 1988. Also coming out, standard Blu-ray edition there. And I think that is it. We also have a very low budget movie called The President from Gravados Ventures 2024, which I have not heard of, but it is a comedy film, a very, very low budget looking comedy film. But there you go. If you've been waiting for that, it's out today. Nope, tomorrow. Grab it. What else we got here? Griff, no shelf space left though. Some of us have probably been at this for a bit longer. It's fun to see people just starting out and newer to the scene. Absolutely. I have a soft spot for people just starting out, and I want to do more on this channel for those people. I want to do like more beginner stuff, tips and tricks and stuff like that. I always forget to do that kind of stuff. It's hard to make time, but I really do want to do more stuff like that because there's people getting into it all the time, and I love that. I want to support people that are just getting into physical media, no matter how old you are. Laren pops in, says, "Good evening, DJ. How are you?" I'm doing great. I'm doing this. This is what I've been doing for the last 45 minutes, talking movies with my good pals here on the channel. So what could be better? It's my favorite part of Mondays. Benrus M. Check out Jeffrey Wright in Basquiat. Great performance. I'll have to do that. I haven't seen that one. Bailey Walsh says, Piaf is currently on the Criterion channel. Interesting. It's so weird what Criterion gets. Criterion gets like all kinds of different things. Modern things like that. Very old things. Yes, Connor, that is the movie I was talking about. The horse movie. Dan's Den's coming in hot. Bolero is god awful. About as sexy as sticking your butt in a puddle of mud. Ooh, yeah, that's not my thing. I don't know. But yeah, sorry, Bolero didn't work for you, man. 1984 romance film, but it didn't get Dan's Den's gears going, unfortunately. But Gus wants it. Gus is all about that puddle of mud. I want Bolero, he says. And then he's very excited to see Connor and Laren, and I'm so happy that all of my subscribers are very happy to see each other there. Henry Bidenkamp. Lubitsch's Anne Boleyn is an interesting watch. That's all he says. He leaves me in suspense. So yeah, I am excited to see that. I would love to see him do like a period piece, historical. I mean, I've seen him do period pieces before, but mostly comedies. I've never seen him do like a straightforward historical epic like that about the royalty. So that's cool. I've never seen that. Of course, I'm glad you've seen it, Henry Bidenkamp, and I might have to get to that eventually. I need to get more silent films. I'm running out of ones that I own that I haven't seen. Internet user says, this is now a Lubitsch exclusive channel. Hey, sorry, man. Sorry if I'm talking about Lubitsch too much, but he's great. He's really great. I've loved everything I've seen from him. One of the biggest surprises last month was the movie that we watched from him last month from the musicals collection. What was it called? Love Parade? Really, really loved Love Parade. I thought it was great. What should I get? It's called Broken Lullaby. It's right back there in the orange section. That's the newest one. It's from Indicator, a limited edition Indicator release. Lubitsch film that I just bought. Haven't seen it yet, but Grace and I want to watch that one soon. Benris M, since your movies are arranged by color, is it difficult finding specific films? That is the $1 million question that I get asked pretty much on a daily basis. No, it's not difficult, usually. Sometimes there'll be like if it's like a new film that I'm not super familiar with that I just added to the collection, I might not, remember where I put it. Usually I can remember where I put them. But yeah, in the event that there is one that I can't remember what the color is, I just pull out my app. I use the My Movies app on my phone, and you can add a location under the little details of each film. And I just go location, boom, yellow. And then I just open it up, yellow, boom, find it on the shelf. So it's not a big deal. Even if, like I said, it rarely happens, but in the case that it does happen, on the rare occasion that I can't remember what a film case looks like, I just jump in the app, a couple seconds later, I have it in my hand. So not a huge deal. I think it's worth it for the aesthetic appeal of going by color. Do you have them cataloged some other way? Yes, I do have them cataloged in an app. I highly recommend using an app because it's very helpful when you're out and about and you don't have your collection in front of you and you want to remember if you had owned something or not. I've only ever done that once. I've only ever bought something that I own once. It was those Pixar short collections where they had, I think, volume 1, 2. I have all 3 volumes. I thought I had volume 1 and 2, but I actually had volume 1 and 3, and I rebought volume 3. So I have 2 volume 3s of the Pixar shorts, if anyone needs one of those. But that was only like $9, so it wasn't a huge mistake. Bailey Walsh, Broken Lullaby is incredible. I have the Indicator release. Great features, too. Ooh, very nice. I'm looking forward to it. I have that same Indicator release, so I hope I enjoy it. Usually on the same page with you. I know Grace follows you on Letterboxd, and you guys have very similar tastes. So I should check that out soon. Bailey Walsh, definitely a different vibe compared to other Lubitsch's I've seen, mostly musicals and rom-coms. Yeah, same. I think I've seen mostly comedies from him as well. I don't know if I've seen a straightforward, serious drama, but I'm looking forward to it. He hasn't steered me wrong yet, so I'm going to keep watching through his stuff and until I find something I don't like, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of limited edition and especially like boutique stuff that have come out from his films. So I got to go all over the place. Kino Lorber has some of it, a lot of it actually. Criterion has some of it. Speaking of, I need to get Clooney Brown. I don't even have that one yet. Maybe I should get that in the next month's sale. And then Indicator has some of his stuff too. So it's all over the place. His rights are everywhere. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at everything we've looked at so far. See what we're most excited about this week. Make sure you let me know in the chat which ones you're most excited about. I am looking at... I would be excited about that Karate Kid. I didn't already have it. And Chinatown. Those are the two biggest ones that I'm excited about. But I already have both of them. Bound, I've heard, is great. People really recommend. I guess the 2 Criterion releases, both of those would be something that I would be interested in. American Fiction, I would like to own. I'd like to watch that again. I've only seen it once in the theater. And actually in the theater, there was like a flash thunderstorm. It was like the middle of the day. It was like 11 o'clock when we watched that in the theater. And for some reason, there was like a flash storm in the middle of the night, and it cut out, and we had to stop like right in the middle of the movie. So I'd like to see it all the way through without stopping. That would be good. But I really did enjoy that film. I'd love to watch it again. Not sure if I'm going to be able to see, maybe Target or Walmart will carry that one. Maybe, but I could probably just get it off Amazon. So those 3 are the big ones. I'd love to get those film noir sets from Kino Lorber, but I'm too far behind at this point. I'm 19 behind. But yeah. And of course, the Lubitsch film there at the bottom, I'm also interested in. But a great month. A great week. we're only 3 weeks into the month, but very cool. Another great week. I love seeing all the boutique labels dropping things. Studios getting in there too with Sony Pictures and Columbia. But yeah, the boutiques are really killing it. We looked at Kino Lorber, Shout Factory. We looked at Criterion, Arrow, Eureka, and Indicator. Pretty much all of them. Like the big 5 were all there, which is great. I love they're constantly putting stuff out. It hurts the wallet. It's hard to keep it going. I don't make enough money to buy all the boutiques I want. So I'm trying to pace myself. Speaking of, not only do I have a Vinegar Syndrome order coming in the mail, supposedly. I don't know if it's shipped yet. Hopefully it's here soon, so I can share that with you guys. But I also have a Radiance order coming. I finally bought my first Radiance order. So Radiance Films out of the UK. I bought my first order. I went pretty hard on the Italian cinema this month. I just bought it last night. So looking forward to that coming. That'll probably take a while to get here. It's coming all the way from overseas, but hopefully that gets here soon and I can do an unboxing video for that as well, because I'm very excited about some of the picks in there. And hopefully the Vincent will get here. And then we'll be right into the Criterion 50% off sale in July. That month's going to be crazy. I'm going to do like I always do on this channel. I'm going to meet up with some really awesome people and go Criterion shopping together, shoot some video footage in the stores for you guys, and have a great time. Hopefully you guys tune in for that. Stay tuned. It's going to be a crazy month. Actually went to a Barnes & Noble today and like browsed around and did a little reconnaissance mission to see what they have, because I'm putting a list together for next month. So that will be a little short video that I'll be getting up later this week. I've also got the video reacting to all of the September releases from earlier today that I shot with John. That'll be up either after this stream, like right after it, or tomorrow morning, because I already shot it, already edited, just got to make a thumbnail and throw it up for you guys. So stay tuned. Several videos coming out this week. Gus says, DJ, you can pick them up during the Kino quarterly sales. They go for $24.99 for the film noir sets. So let me see, $25 for 3 movies. That's a pretty good deal. That's actually pretty good. How are the quality on those? Like, are they all solid, or is it like maybe 2 are good, or are all 3 of those usually pretty good? I don't know. I've never picked them up, but you have all of them, so you have to let me know. Kevin House says Bailey Walsh is right. Excuse me, he just says Bailey. Doesn't use the last name. I do that every time for some reason. Bailey says Bailey is right about The Broken Lullaby. It's excellent. Okay, so 2 endorsements. Glad I picked that one up. That was a blind buy for me. Griff says, did anyone get that email from Shout Factory about a possible membership? Could be interesting if done right. Yeah, I didn't get that email. I probably did, but I just didn't see it. I get so many boutique emails these days. But yeah, those memberships are cool. Obviously Vincent was the first big one to do the membership thing, or subscription thing. Radiance Films also does it, where you get like all 4 of the releases from the month. I'm surprised Criterion hasn't done it yet. They are releasing things every single month, and usually 4 or 5 things. So you think they would jump on the subscription bandwagon. I didn't know Shout Factory was. That's interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that goes in the future, if all boutique labels eventually move towards that model. I don't like that model. I'm not a completionist. I don't like buying things that I don't like. Or, I don't know. I guess it kind of works out in the end if you want to be like one of those guys who subscribes, gets everything, and then sells the stuff they don't want, and you can probably make more than enough money back and kind of keep that going. I don't think I have the time or the energy or patience to be selling that much stuff. I'm not good at selling stuff, as you can see. Still so much stuff back there that I don't need and I could probably sell. But yeah, maybe someday I'll jump on. If I'm trying to think if there was one boutique label that I liked enough to do a subscription to. I don't know that there is. That's an interesting question. I mean, Criterion's my favorite, but they release so much stuff. I don't think I wouldn't have room for all the stuff they release. And I love Deaf Crocodile, really liking their stuff lately, but I don't even think I would want a subscription to all of their stuff. That's just too much. It's too much. Jeffrey Patron says, nice variety of releases this week. Also excited to see the Radiance Films order. It's coming up soon. As soon as it can get here, I'll shoot a video for you guys. So don't worry, Jeffrey. But other than that, we are pretty clear. We're pretty clear. The chat has quieted down. Not seeing a lot over there in the chat. So it might be a nice even hour show tonight. We might be in and out. But thank you guys so much for joining. If you have any pressing questions or things you want to get off your chest in the chat, go ahead and throw it in there and we will wrap this one up. We've got about 4 minutes to the hour. And this is good news because I can go right back to making a thumbnail for that video and getting it up very soon. So yeah, Internet user says first live stream under an hour. I know, man. We were quick tonight. We were knocking them out. Maybe there just wasn't much to say about these releases. It seemed like a good week, but it is a lesser week. It's only about 20 titles, if that. So yeah, I'm okay with that. If we want to wrap it up at an hour, that is no harm, no foul. Very cool, because we've got a lot of stuff to get through next week. Speaking of Radiance is dropping several. Oh my goodness, I can't even finish scrolling through next week. There's a ton of stuff coming out next week from Radiance and Shout, and all the boutique labels are dropping stuff next week. Criterion's doing a 4K re-release. So yeah, we got lots of stuff next week. I'm okay taking a short week and just working on editing other videos for you guys. So that'd be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for popping in though. Very, very great stream. Thank you all those who contribute every single week in the chat. I shouted you out at the beginning, but there's a lot of guys and gals who tune in every single week and always contribute their film knowledge to the group. I really enjoy it, and I learn a lot from these streams. I probably learn more than you guys learn from me. Honestly, I'm just a facilitator. I'm just the person who reads the chat. I can do that. I can read. That I can do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Dan, Jeffrey Patron, Bailey, Kevin, Henry, all you guys. Love all you guys. Gus is here, says night everyone and goodbye. Benrus M also says thanks DJ. I don't recognize your name, so this might be the first time you're joining us. If it is, thank you so much for joining us. Great to have you. And we'll see all you guys next week. Stay tuned for some more videos coming out very, very soon. And until next time, keep collecting, and I'll be back with another video real soon.